Well, as we head into the heart and respiratory illness season, it's crucial to be informed about pneumonia. Understanding this common infection and knowing how to best discuss your concerns with your doctor can make a significant difference in your health journey. Joining us today to help navigate some of those conversations is Dr. Marla Shapiro. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I think it's important first that we diagnose what is pharmaceutical pneumonia disease and why does it matter?
Now, it matters because when we think about pneumonia, we think about invasive pneumococcal disease and we think about non-invasive. So when you think about children, often you think about this particular bacteria leading to throat infections, ear infections. But in young children and adults over the age of 65, or actually anybody who's immune compromised in any way because of illness or because of medication, we worry about invasive pneumococcal disease, particularly in the lung, that causes a respiratory infection. You can think about invasive pneumococcal disease spreading anywhere, and that could be your brain leading to a meningitis or anywhere else in your body. But typically we think about that respiratory lung infection when we think about pneumococcal disease.
And you talked about, who's at risk there, adults, children, and I think that prevention is essential in a situation like this. Why is that so important?
Well, it's so important because, firstly, people underestimate how serious this can be. Often they don't recognize the fact that we are worried about the fact that we're dealing now with more and more antimicrobial resistance. What does that mean? That means that we may not even have an antibiotic that can fight off a pneumonia. So prevention is the most important thing. When you think about what happened in the COVID years, all these respiratory diseases took a dive. When we look at the latest information that came out from the Canadian Institute of Health, last year compared to the years before, 2023, we had about 8,000 people in the month of September showing up in Emerge. 2024, it was a 120% increase to 17,000 people. So we think about indoors, covering your mouth. Nobody is masking really right now. No one's doing social distancing, and that makes sense as we're no longer as traumatized as we were with COVID. But these respiratory diseases are airborne. The single most important thing you can do for yourself is get a vaccine. And if you're an adult, the type of bacteria that impact you, remember that pneumococcal bacteria is not just one bacteria, all these different serotypes that can cause disease. A broad spectrum vaccine designed for an adult specifically, which is different than the vaccines we give kids, is your best form of protection.
It's so wonderful to have you on. Unfortunately, I have had it at a younger age, and it's something that if you can catch it earlier, you can do anything to prevent it. It is going to have a dramatic difference. Dr. Marla, we really appreciate your time this morning.
And if you are of age, talk to your physician, find out your risk factors, and please talk about getting a vaccine. Prevention is worth everything.
Will do. Thanks, Dr. Shapiro.